dope biz, what this pink stuff is, don't tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't feel me. I've been moving up the shit and go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I heard it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Toronto Thunderbirds and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And it's giving me the evil eye, folks. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Right back for Marshall. This time it's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we get the right numbers on plays that we're calling right, the right. Guys in the game, think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. first carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They run again with Dillon. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilkins. And that'll be complete to Dillon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilkins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
2nd and 10 now for Wilkins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. 3rd and long for Wilkins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Yeah, he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Toronto.
They give to Chubb out of the gun, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and almost get into a ball, things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Mayfield throwing complete there to Hooper. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Play fake. Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap for Wilkins. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Marshall. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And the Toronto 1st down.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 15-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. First down, Mayfield. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And he will take it in for the touchdown.
Complete to number
A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilkins eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, it's Wilkins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere. but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield to throw it. Wide open. It's Marshall, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. Now the ball comes loose, and the Packers pick it up. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong.
And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Going to throw right side here, complete. Touchdown! A big play there. 79 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
It's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The stop made by Myles Garrett. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's the option. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun. Wilkins. He's going to loft it. Deep right sideline. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Pass incomplete. Intended for Austin Hooper. He was covered by Patrick Queen.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now this time he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. From the gun, it's Dillon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Again, it's Dillon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now Wilkins off of play action. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Man.
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Mayfield off the play fake. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They go play action. Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. from the 45 on second down. Wilkins, he dumps this off to Dillon underneath. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers are back within a score.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He finds Beckham complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Thunderbirds.
A run for Nick Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 44. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They run. Chubb. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 30. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Mayfield on play action. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now they'll run the toss here to the wide side of the field. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On first down, Dillon. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Wilkins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Dillon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
49.
On 2nd and 12, Wilkins. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his man on the out route. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Dillon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run once more with Dillon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Wilkins. They'll set up a screen for Dillon. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Butker's kick here is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and now Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
field to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Thunderbirds.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Chubb. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
17-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory.